What's up, Falcons Nation? It's your boy Jew coming at you with another Atlanta Falcons video. As always, Falcons Nation, rise up. In today's video, I'd like to talk about the Atlanta Falcons and the trade deadline. But if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you know when I've done Atlanta Falcons content or NFL content. If you'd like to follow your boy on Twitter or Instagram, you can follow me at Jew Talk Sports. But with that being said, let's jump right into the video. So as I mentioned in today's video, I do want to talk about the Atlanta Falcons and the trade deadline. So there's rumors out there that the Atlanta Falcons GM Terry Fontenot was making calls today, possibly trying to trade for an edge rusher. The big name that was out there was New York Giants Azeez Ojulari. And the reason I think that the Falcons didn't make a move for Azeez Ojulari is because the Giants were asking for too many draft picks. It was rumors that the Giants were asking for a second round pick, a fourth round pick, or a fifth round pick. I'm not too sure how true the rumors are, but if they were asking for a second round pick, I do think that that's way too high for Azeez Ojulari. And it basically just tells me that this Atlanta Falcons team and GM, Coach Raheem Morris, they believe in the players that we have in this locker room. They believe that these guys that we have, it's enough to make it to the Super Bowl. And personally, I do believe the Falcons do have enough talent on this roster to make a Super Bowl run. We know right before the season started, Terry Fontenot did a great job in bringing in guys like Matthew Judon, bringing in Justin Simmons to try to bolster this defense due to some of the injuries that we had with DeMarco Hellams going down in the preseason, with Braylon Trice, our young edge rusher out of Washington, the rookie, going down right before the season during preseason as well. So I really feel like Terry Fontenot still has done a great job building this roster. We still have a ton of depth in the trenches and on this defense. Guys are just going to have to step up. Guys like Arnold Epikady, he's going to have to step up. We've seen Caden Ellis have a really good game against the Dallas Cowboys. He's going to be one of those guys that's definitely going to be able to step up as well. And then I expect this Atlanta Falcons team to get better because we're going to get healthier as the season continues to wane on. We have guys like Drew Dahlman, our starting center, that should be coming back soon. We have Troy Anderson, our star linebacker, that should be coming back soon, who can give us some ability to rush the passer as well and to cover cover running backs and cover tight ends. So we have depth on this team. We should be getting Lorenzo Carter back at some point as well to help on the defense as well. And we've seen them rotating guys into this pass rush scheme. They let D'Angelo Malone get some snaps on Sunday. And we have guys on this roster with Grady Jarrett, David Onyemata, Eddie Goldman, Zach Harrison. We have a lot of young guys that are still in development. But I really feel like this Atlanta Falcons team is really an offensive-minded team. Yes, we do have a solid defense, but I really feel like this team is similar to that 2016 Atlanta Falcons team where you had a high-flying offense and you had a defense that was forcing turnovers, getting turnovers at the right time, and playing bend but don't break type defense. Would I have liked to see the Atlanta Falcons bring in another pass rusher? I would have liked to see it, but in the same breath, I think that Terry Fontenot did a good job of not, being fleeced by some of these other GMs on these other teams with them asking for high draft picks for players that are not worth those high draft picks. Now, if there were bigger names on the market, like Crosby from the Raiders or possibly like a Myles Garrett from the Browns, then I think you throw everything in the kitchen sink to possibly bring those guys in. You offer first round draft picks and second round draft picks. But when it's guys out there that hasn't been consistent throughout their career, guys like Azeez Ojulari, who hasn't really been that consistent through his first 4 years in the league, I really feel like he wasn't worth the draft picks that the New York Giants were offering. Now, I really feel like if this Falcons team continues to grow and get better throughout the season, if we continue to get healthier throughout the season, I really feel like we can go toe-to-toe with any team in the league. We seen early in the season, we went toe-to-toe with the Pittsburgh Steelers. We went toe-to-toe with the defending champs in the Kansas City Chiefs. So there's not a team in the league that this Atlanta Falcons team can't beat. But as I always say, styles make fights. So it really comes down to the playoffs, and it comes down to what matchup we end up drawing in the playoffs. But even if we go up against the Eagles, even if we go up against the Detroit Lions, I still feel like our Atlanta Falcons stack up well against any of these teams in the NFC or the AFC. So with that being said, I don't think that it's panic time for the Atlanta Falcons and Atlanta Falcons fans. We still are currently in first place in the NFC South. And I still believe that this team, based off of the guys that we have, still have a chance to get better. I do believe that the offense is clicking on all cylinders, but the defense still has time to continue to develop. And you don't want to necessarily be playing your best football now. You don't want to peak too early. You do want to, start peaking towards the end of the season, heading into the playoffs. So I really feel like this Atlanta Falcons team, as I mentioned, has done a great job so far this season. This coaching staff has done a good job, and Terry Fontenot has done a good job putting a good team together. We have a lot of talent on this team, even without us picking up any additional pieces during this trade deadline. I still feel like this Atlanta Falcons team is one of the most talented teams in the NFL. So with that being said, you guys give me your thoughts on the trade deadline. But I have a lot more content coming for you guys. As always, Falcons Nation, rise up, be blessed. Peace.